What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinic. Y'all know what it is. We back doing the Bermane Stiverene taking on Deontay for the WBC heavyweight championship. This is a rematch, and I decided to do the prediction. I don't know why. I just decided to do it. I had time today, and we seen the first fight, and I picked Stiverene to win the first fight. I was one of those people that didn't believe in Deontay Wilder could box. That well, and he boxed very well in the first fight. I understand that he hurt his hand, and that might be the difference between a early knockout, and going to full 12. Stiverene made some excuses. I heard Stiverene's excuses more than I heard about Wilder's hand, probably because Wilder won. But Bermane Stiverene said that, he was dehydrated. Hopefully that's not the issue this time. I think he got dropped by Derek Rossi last time out. He only fought once since fighting Deontay Wilder. So he's kind of lethargic, out of the loop. I don't know what type of training he's been doing. But, weaknesses. Bermane Stiverene, I don't know what's going on with him. What be going on with him. He had a good amateur background. He's a solid fighter. Very solid fighter, but, he's just missing something. I don't know what it is, but he's just missing something. And, he has solid power. He got, good movement, okay shape, I would guess. But it just, maybe, he's just, okay in every category. And sometimes he, like Ray Austin, he underperforms. Derek Rossi, he underperformed. He got knocked out early in his career as well. Demonstrated a solid chin versus Wilder the first time. But, he's not great at anything. And Wilder, most people look at Wilder and look at the technique, very sloppy, slapping with punches, windmilling. Is a good finisher, but he gets sloppy when he finishes fighters and gets out of position and squares up, and the whole shebang. And you talk about these guys' strengths. Stiverene, just solid. That's all I can say about him. He's just solid. He got okay power. I'm just not enamored of anything he does. He's just solid. Like I said, he got a good amateur background. Solid jab. Good. He's a solid fighter, and Bermane Stiverene, he's just a solid athlete. Sometimes he blows up and get out of shape in between fights, but I expect him to be in the best shape for this fight because this is his last hurrah. And Wilder, we know his strength is, athletic ability. He got some good speed. He got some good stamina showing he can go and keep his power down the stretch in the championship rounds for the most part from now on. Well, since the Stiverene fight, and his power. His power keeps him in the game at all times. Some people talk about his chin as well, but he was dropped early in his career. But ain't been dropped since he's been on the big stage, I would guess. How we see this fight going is, for Stiverene, the idea of the game plan is to, get inside Wilder's reach. A little bit more head movement coming down the pipe this time. You need a jab, a little feint. I think he should attack Wilder's body on the inside and then kind of come up with an uppercut. Feint Wilder, get him out of position, and get him to commit with those sloppy punches. And look to counter him. I think that should be the game plan. Work the body early on. Come up while you inside with an uppercut. Try to stay on the inside see if Wilder can battle on the inside. And then kind of walk him into some shots, kind of pay possum on the back foot, feint him a little bit, get him to commit. The punch is going to come wild and try to punch while he punched or catch him on the back end and counter him. And trying to see what that jaw do, see if it collapses like most people believe it could. And I think Stiverene has the power to knock out Deontay Wilder. For Deontay Wilder, for him the game plan is to use the stick, use the jab, check off the jab like he does sometimes, and shoot that right hand down the middle. Be aggressive, put Stiverene on his back foot, control the range, control the distance, and pretty much that's it, man. Jab, check off the jab, right hand down the middle. That's pretty much what he got to do. And put Stiverene on the back foot. And that should really be the game plan for him. Pretty simple. I think it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be an okay fight. Will it end early? I don't know. Stiverene has a Jekyll and Hyde type of chin. He been stopped early in his career. Then he got dropped by Derek Rousey before, but he went all 12 with Wilder. I understand Wilder had a hurt right hand, so we gonna see if that was the difference. It's a solid fight. It's kind of in transition right now for boxing going into the full fall effect. So, right now we just taking what we can get, and hopefully, towards middle of November and the end of November into December, we're gonna get a lot of great fights like Rigondeaux and Lomachenko, and some other good fights as well. You got Danny Jacobs coming back, Jeff Horn coming back. So you got some solid fights coming on up, but it's gonna be able to impose their style. Of course, everybody likes Deontay Wilder because he got the one hitter quitter, and that can be a difference maker from round 1 to 0.0001 seconds in the 12th round. And Stiverene has been crying about he wants another shot, but what can he do different? With only fighting once, and it was a piss poor performance. So what can he do different? What can he bring to the table different? And I think if he doesn't attack that body, I think that's going to be an issue. I think if he don't come with a game plan, because last time it seemed that he just thought he can beat Deontay Wilder because he was a bum. He believed in the bum squad thing. He didn't believe Deontay Wilder can go 12. And, I think he was in for a rude awakening. Deontay Wilder proved some things to the critics, but he still never gets credit where credit is due. And we know that he won't get credit is due. Even if beating Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker, and becoming an undisputed lineal champion, nobody's going to respect him like that. And he needs to get used to it. But Stiverene, like I said, has a chance to win this fight. Paulo Malignaggi second what I said. And I'm not, anything can happen in the top 10 of the heavyweight division. I keep telling y'all this. None of these guys are made of stone or brick walls or none of that nature. All of these guys are very beatable. But I'm going to take Wilder by 5th round stoppage. I think the right hand being hurt will be the difference. But it would not shock me if Stiverene put on a good performance. He's desperate. This is his last hurrah. This is his last money maker. He made 6 figures, just to step aside. Now he's going to make a nice little purse fighting this fight. So we're going to go see what's good. But I got Wilder